Virgo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is a message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Please, this is an intuitive reading, guys, so you take it how and where it resonates. It is your reading, first and foremost. And feel free to leave comments below for me or everybody else, if you feel so inclined. If you're looking for a full astrology breakdown and all those details, then please check out my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, where I do a full detailed astrology forecast for Virgo and all 12 zodiac signs every single week. So I hope you subscribe over there too. This reading comes to you at just the right time, when you're supposed to hear it, when you need to hear it, when you're meant to hear it. And this channel is filled with hundreds of Virgo specific messages, so check them out. If one calls to you, you never know. If you want personal readings, I do those, but only through my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. Go over there, check it out. You can book and schedule everything over there. And then while you're there, go check out my merchandise shop too. Maybe you'll find something that you like. Okay, Virgo. What do we start with? Disappointment. In something that you maybe rushed into, or something that had just begun, but you ended up having to struggle too hard for it and it didn't get very far. And this is you. This sense of, okay, I'd rather just be left alone, or this sense of you're still fighting. You're still trying to make something work that actually doesn't deserve your time, effort, and energy. Now, I know that's not for me to choose or decide, but I'm just going to let you know. In some ways, you already see it, know it, or understand it, but ultimately, it's your choice and your decision. The Hermit is also a sense of trying to heal from a disappointment that you probably put too much energy and effort into. It's like it meant more to you than it should have. Just saying. It's like, you know, this is kind of like real, like fly-by-night kind of energy. Oh, I'm kind of interested in it, but I'm kind of like, something just started new, and then you just threw your whole self in, because that's you. You want to cultivate everything. But ultimately, there is this sense of self and finding your own sense of self-worth. And there's some disappointment here. Maybe you just need some time alone. This doesn't necessarily mean romance, right? But in a way, it's almost like, okay, maybe the best thing for you is to just spend some time alone without having to worry about or think of anybody else stealing your energy right now. Let's get into the details. Actually, I want to see what this pertains to. I'm really curious. Virgo. 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 We have Treasure Island here, and we also have Enchanted Gifts. It could have been something like you went away on vacation and it was just for that moment. This sense of you were lost in a tiny world in its own little bubble, and if you had just left it there, it would have been great. It would have been its own gift. Treasure Island is also something that you consider to be very valuable. So it could be that you continue to look for the value in something that really was not supposed to last long. The value was in how special it was in the moment, but it's not about everything being long term. Now, the natural Virgo tendency is to make everything long term, to cultivate everything and make it last as long as possible. This is a mentality that's begging you to realize not everything is meant for that. And some things are beautiful because they're not that, right? There is just those what happens on vacation stays on vacation moments. You know, there are those, two ships passing in the night moments. If you allow yourself to appreciate them for what they are, then it would have been wonderful. But it seems like now you're dealing with something that was really just meant to be kismet for short term, but you made it last a long time, probably a long time over its due. Treasure Island and Enchanted Gifts. Now there's this sense of kind of abundance that you have around you. You've made it work. You've turned it into something phenomenal, but there seems to be this underlying disappointment that is still there. What is Treasure Island and let me just say this. I just heard this. It could also be that you took something very disappointing and you turned it and cultivated it into something that now everybody covets. But exchanging gifts and Treasure Island means kind of like fortune and found fortune. And being able to now give and take and maybe help and heal. So let's get into that. What exactly do you mean? Because this is cool energy. It's like, hold on. Once again, we have Seven of Wands. You didn't give up. You wouldn't give up because you saw the value in something. Something that maybe had disappointed others. And then we have the Hierophant here, which could be somebody that you're married to, could be an actual Taurus, or could just be you saw the financial investment. It seems now that something is coming to the point of you can pick the fruit of its ripeness. But what are you exchanging? Please clarify, God. Where are we? Okay, hold on. Please clarify, God. Please clarify. What is this about as we go on in the journey for Virgo? Okay. There was quarrels. There was conflicts, and there was maybe haters or red tape constantly getting in your way. Or there was just constant dissonance with how much do you owe me, how much do I owe you, who is contributing. Eight of Pentacles is here. You worked your ass off on this. This sense of slow and steady dedication to something that honestly was very competitive. And then this Queen of Swords and Magician is here. So the direction you're going, it seems that you have fought tooth and nail to be able to make something, especially something creative, work, and very competitive, work very well for you. And there is this sense of maybe this week you're finally able to see the breakthrough or how you can actually apply it, and definitely your direction forward. There's some sort of clarity with something that you have cultivated, created, or invented, and where to place it and what to do with it. This could also be talking about you just revolutionizing yourself. Okay. Can we get details? Can we get specifics? What is all this about? Could have been even quarrels within your marriage because of somebody's sort of dedication and work ethic. I feel like now you see yourself still going back to the original cards. I see yourself going. I see you seeing yourself or making a decision to go in a specific direction. We have the Fool card, new opportunity, new chance, and the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy. You're going somewhere. You're traveling, or you're taking your show on the road. There's this new direction that you have. I think this, for me, it seems like this is the week you realize I've done all I can do. I've actually bought this to its most valuable place. It can't go any further, and I want to go in a different direction now with what I've created and what I've made. There's this sense of taking the leap of faith, knowing that it's time to just get yourself out there and get your show on the road. This could even be legitimately putting whatever you've created into work, into use. Putting it out there for sales, or putting it out there for, distribution, or publishing something. It's like this sense of it's ready now to get out there. It's ready now to be distributed to the wider world, or for the message to get out there, to definitely move forward and distribute it somehow. I just keep hearing, get the show on the road, get the show on the road. Let's grab some moon cards, okay? Virgo. So, we have a bunch. There's a lot of feelings here. Oh my God. Look at these cards. They're all full moons. So you are definitely done with something. Your cycle has completed, and we have a full moon coming up on July 3rd. It's a full moon in Capricorn. So it'll be in a natural trine to Virgo 2s. Anyway, we'll get into that. A win-win outcome is forecast. Surrender to the divine. That's really good news. There's also a sense of kind of fulfillment here, being able to release and let go any kind of feelings or emotions that you need to purge in order to make yourself heal. But then we also have balance spirituality and practicality, and don't let pride get in your way. So it's kind of a warning, isn't it? It's saying, listen, you can win this. This is absolutely doable. This is Libran energy here. Just surrender to the divine and let it happen, because if you take too much control over it and you try to micromanage things, then there will be dissonance and it could go the opposite direction. So balance spirituality with practicality is, okay, we know your practicality, you got it down. But there is this sense of, do you have faith? Faith needs to be a part of this, or else don't let pride get in your way. So here's that sense of needing to do it a specific way, needing it to have it done in a particular way, the way that it was predicted, or because you were disappointed and pissed off at somebody, not being open and receptive to them balancing things out, or what could actually end up working. So that's just a caveat. I'm not saying all of you guys are going to do that, but I'm saying that's the thing. That could be the snag or the challenge this week. This sense of, you got to have a little bit of faith and realize it's not about being validated or seen or recognized. It's about, does what's in front of me work? And is something balancing out? Because it's saying that this could be a win-win situation for everybody. Just let God take it from here. Don't feel you have to keep pushing. It's legitimately a message saying, Virgo, this week, back down, back away. You have really legitimately done all you can or should do. It doesn't mean you're giving up. It doesn't mean you're giving up. It just means that you're trusting that somebody's going to meet you on the other side. And according to the cards, that is exactly what is going to happen. A win-win outcome is forecast, but it's hard because you've got to let it go and kind of leave it over to faith. Right? And yeah, that is a major complication. That is a major complication, but see, this is an equal exchange of gifts. That exchange your gifts. Trust that you're ready to exchange them. Don't hold on to them. Don't hoard them. You know, and be open and receptive to what somebody else has to give as well. It's necessary. Okay? Why are you saying this to Virgo? Why are you saying this to Virgo? Once again, because we have Judgment here and then the King of Cups. Because you're making a pretty important decision emotionally. Or because there's a sense of somebody else, like King of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, making a good decision about this person, or realizing it's almost like a sense of you did make a good decision about this person. This could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine in your life. This sense of being happy that you made the decision that you made. It could also be a decision to let somebody kind of come out or give them space and time. They need a little bit of time to sort of be sure of themselves, but they have to do the work. You can't do it for them, because if you try to do it for them, there's just this sense of you're never going to be satisfied with what they end up giving you. So leave your gifts on the table and wait for them to respond. I think you're taking a really good leap of faith if you allow them to if you just sit back and allow this person to make this decision, or feel like they've made this decision on their own, because they have to make it independent of you. You know, it's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Don't try. I've given you all that you need, because it doesn't mean anything if you're not reaching back to me. Let's go to the extended. The link is down below and pinned to the top of the comment section. I'll see you guys there.